Hello classic car lovers. Welcome back. There are models that manufacturers take out of the market, but due to the great impact and success they had on the public, they make us wonder, what were they thinking? They lost their minds? In this video I bring you an icon that left its mark permanently to this day, even though it has been more than 30 years since it was left to be manufactured. The Ford Capri. A passenger car model, sports coupe style, produced by Ford in its European division from 1968. After the great sales success of the legendary Ford Mustang sports car in the United States, the manufacturer decided to emulate an equivalent model for the European market. So they immediately started the project keeping the magic formula, in charge of the same genius who designed their successful Mustang model, Philip Thomas Clark, who worked hard to make both aesthetic and mechanical changes to adapt the spirit of the Mustang to the European public. The project began as Colt, but Mitsubishi had already registered a patent under the same name, so Ford did a little research on its previous models and decided to name it Capri, just like the Lincoln Capri of more than a decade ago and a more recent model that had been manufactured in the United Kingdom, the Ford Consul Capri. Ford wanted the new Capri to be affordable to a wide spectrum of potential buyers. To make this possible, the model was available in a variety of engines. The English and German factories produced different engines. The Continental model used the V4 engine, with displacements of 1.3, 1.5 and 1.7 liters. The UK versions were powered by an inline four-cylinder with displacements of 1.3 and 1.6 liters. The V4 2.0, built in the UK, and the V6 2.0, built in Germany, were the top of the range at the time at the beginning, but at the end of the year new sporty versions were introduced, the 2300 GT in Germany, which used a double-body carburetor and delivered a power of 125 horsepower. And in September 1969 the 3000 GT was introduced in the United Kingdom, with the V6 engine, and an output of 138 horsepower. All with 4-speed manual transmissions. Although he had his criticism from the European public for his driving, as he was defined as very American for his pitches and lack of grip on the asphalt, unlike the usual European sports cars. However, the Capri was a sales success as it offered a wide variety, for all tastes and needs, managing to sell in its first 2 years about 400,000 units. So Ford upped the ante and in April 1970, began sales of the Capri outside Europe, specifically in North America, South Africa, and Australia. These versions were sold equipped with the 1.6 engine, although in 1971 the model was sold with the Ford Pinto engine, with a displacement of 2,000 cubic centimeters, in a 4-cylinder engine. These did not bear the Ford logo, since the Capri was sold by dealers in Mercury and promoted as the sexy European.
Wow.
The first Capri Special was the Vista Orange Special. This was introduced in 1971 and was based on the 1600 GT and 2000 GT. It was only available in orange. It had a few different optional extras, such as the push-button radio, inertia belts, and heated rear window, among others. Only 1,200 units of this would be manufactured. At the end of that same year, Ford gave the green light to the RHD RS Capri model and changed the V6 engine that mounted the RS 2600 for the V6 that was used in the Capri 3000 to mount it to the RS 3100. Which was actually the 3.0L V6 engine with a power of 150 horsepower. The second generation of the Capri was released in February 1974, after having sold 1.2 million units, and due to the oil crisis of 1973, Ford decided to create a new car more suitable for everyday use, with a larger cabin and with the adoption of the tailgate in coupe style. Equipped with smaller engines, by the standards of those days. The second generation of the Capri was once again well received by the public for being a car, well thought out, economical, adapted to multiple uses and above all reliable. In 1978, the third generation of the model was launched. as in its previous deliveries with few changes in its design, but multiple variants in its performance both for daily and economic use, as well as in its sports versions such as the 3.0S model considered as the most desirable model. As well as a Ford Rally Sports package, the Series X pack with performance-oriented components. Available from 1977 to 1980. Where turbocharged models were also offered. As I mentioned before, an icon in the motor world to this day. It came to be considered in the United Kingdom as a vehicle with a high risk of theft due to its popularity. After 18 uninterrupted years of success for no apparent reason, the manufacturer ended production of this successful model. Thus leaving disappointed, a large number of followers who continue to preserve and treasure these wonderful collector's pieces. And although Ford has announced the resurgence of the model for this 2025, the truth is that the proposal of the new car under the Volkswagen platform and in an electric version, has only created a huge repudiation among its followers.
Ladies and gentlemen,
because the new Capri itself does not pay any homage in its design and capabilities to the spirit of the original car. So there are many who ask that the emblematic name be changed until they develop a concept that does represent the glory of the model of those years. Tell me your opinion or experience about this magnificent car that continues to fall in love with a large number of followers of all generations to this day. The Ford Capri, one more that we add to the list of the new classics. If you liked the video, let us know in the comments. You can also subscribe to continue growing as a community and bringing these wonderful works of art back to light.